This
All right,
conference will now be recorded.
all right. Welcome to the WPGW training. You guys are in for a treat. Welcome to our WPGW Solar I initial 5 questions and 24 to 48-hour urgent effective start, part 1 and 2 by WPGW Solar. Eliminate. I'm going to illuminate and illuminate. All right. And of course, you see how that's defined there. So, welcome all our new family. That's how we address our partners. We're excited about what's happening in the WPGW family, of course, with our solar I, and it's just been beautiful things. We just came back from Nashville a few days ago. Senior Vice President Miss Karen out of Jacksonville, Kakalaki, Tolosa, and Miss Jewel Ellerby. Oh, Senior Miss Karen is by way of Philippines too, and Miss Jewel Ellerby, Charlotte, North Kakalaki, by way of Goldsboro, North Carolina. All right, we got a lot accomplished out there. We got some amazing things happening and coming down the pipe. Attended the chamber event. So it is happening in Nashville, Tennessee, one of our newest states that's launched. So we're going to dive right into our WPW Solar I initial 5 questions and 24, 48-hour effective start. And you hear say UES sometime urgent effective start. So one of the first things here, and this is an updated document, and we also have Miss Mary Warren on the line. Miss Mary Warren, 80 years young, out in Rocky Mount, North Kakalaki. So we're excited. We're excited. If you guys listen to this recorded, you've made one of the most powerful decisions that you can make to transform your generations forever, and most importantly, assist others with transforming their generation simultaneously. So I'm Kingdom Nair, Titanium, Vanasco, Dre Waters, aka Andro Waters. So here we are. We also have Who We Are, that's the WPGW culture. We got a Facebook 38-minute video, standing room only. This was back in February 22nd, 2020. And matter of fact, it was a few days for the country actually shut down for the virus. Now, the beautiful thing about this early effective start, you're going to listen to this YouTube video. And then once you listen to this YouTube video, you definitely want to set up a time to go over your urgent effective start so we can get your questions answered. And one of the things you want to do when we get to these initial questions, you want to copy and paste those initial questions, and you can email them to yourself. So copy and paste them, then email them to yourself. Once you do that, then you can answer those questions prior to me doing your urgent effective start or one of the other leaders. Okay. So we have our WPGW leadership affirmation. And of course, that standing room video was on Facebook. Attempting to get it on my YouTube as well. WPGW leadership affirmation. And you should have your affirmation as well. And basically what I did here, I have the link where you see link in red. That is a hot link, so you can open it up. Once you click on it, always go down to the document. Not click back on the link, you'll get an error message in most cases. But when you click the link, scroll right down where you see the document WPGW Leadership Affirmation. Okay. Not only that, the link is right here as well. Okay. And the reason why I have it in two places, because if you're emailing someone, you can copy the WPGW Leadership Affirmation and link and email them, and they can click on the link, and it looks more clean and neat. Reading and listen attentively. That is the new currency. Most people don't half listen, most people don't half read, but we know that's not you. Why? Because you are the best of the best, and you are chosen for this time, for this season, to transform millions of lives in reference to spiritual wealth, emotional wealth, mental wealth, physical wealth, and financial wealth. That's the whole man. That's a complete package. There are two words that have purposely and intentionally been magnified to limit and rob you. WPGW, do not and you should not utilize those words. TR, Y, and CA, and T. Thank you for removing them from your vocabulary in advance. And if by chance you read and study the book or the Constitution that I study and read, it says I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's Philippians 4 and 13, the King James Version. Now, this is vitally important right here. And this is what the basis of that 38-minute video of our culture is as well. And it's our language. You change your language, you'll change your lifestyle. CYL equals CYL. You change your language, you'll change your lifestyle. Now, please only focus on the do not use these words. This is the Yes I Can document. That's the YICD. That's the acronym. Use these words instead. All right. So once again, click on there. There's a Yes I Can document. Some point I will update this. And here it is. There is the do not use words right there. Business, unless you're connecting with business minded oriented individuals, sales or selling, unless you're connecting with salespeople, opportunity, unless you're connecting with business minded oriented individuals, meeting and presentation. People run for the hills. Some people are tired of meetings. They're in references for their businesses, their jobs, corporate America, for the nonprofits. Some people just tired of them. And when you mention presentations, some people they thinking, "Oh, you're gonna sell me something? I gotta buy something. It's gonna be boring. It's gonna be, yeah." So stay away from those words. The words you're going to utilize, of course, you hear us talk about our virtual solar educational sessions, information sessions. We'll share some information. Let's get together. Extra money in your paycheck as well, because with a home-based business, I can actually show you how to increase your paycheck. I completed a tax course by a multi-millionaire like 10 years ago, and she showed me how to increase paychecks. I taught myself how to increase retirement checks. So you become a part of this business, we can show you how to do that as well. And we're going to be using this peak here too. This is a peak that we utilize in reference to increasing paychecks. Extra $300 to $600 on average is what I increased paychecks back when I was in the previous program. And matter of fact, using that peak was one of the ways we closed out the only senior vice president in the previous company, actually saved the company. And we're grateful and we're humbled by that. Now, announcement to make, success party, especially when you're getting promoted as well. My success coach and mentor, tax benefits and incentives. If you look at the bottom of this document, then you will actually see some of the tax information. And also, when I was out in Tampa some years ago, when I was on the now Tampa, Florida, I was out on the Now Money CBD tours. View your online team, WPGW team calendar daily. Okay. Now, let's get back to here. Our WPW Solar I and I initial 5 questions at 24 to 48. Urgent, quick start. Urgent, effective start. Now, watch this. Explanations are fired. Tools and systems and processes work for me. And you want to repeat this verbally 7 times every time you see it in a document. Everybody understand. This is very huge. You don't have to explain. rookies and amateurs explain. When you're out connecting with individuals, you don't explain this information. The only time you explain this information if you're up in front of a room sharing it. And the beautiful thing is with solar, you don't have to explain how solar work and all no. The individual that want to know all those details in reference to solar and how this work and all the scientific and all those things, submit their bill or submit a family friend bill, get on the line with a solar pro, and they'll answer all your questions. Ensure you utilize WPGW Tri-Way communication. We know tri means three. So when you're connecting with me, partners, guests, you want to call and text first of all. Always call and text. The third way is their preference. My preference is Facebook Messenger. If you're not on Facebook, then email. You should have my bios, my brief bios. I have a church brief bio, and trust me, it is brief. You open it up, you may not think so, but it is. I'm grateful and I'm humble. The their third way to connect with them going to be that partner, that guest preference, whether it's email, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, IG, TikTok, Snapchat, etc. What is WPGW? There it is. There go to some of the acronyms for WPGW. Wealth, prosperity, God's way. We prosper God's way. We're pros God's way. We're professionals gifting wealth. We're professionals getting wisdom. We're professionals gifting wisdom. And of course, I always say this in your contact. Create your contact, and there you have it. And there are the bios. Once again, you have the link right there. You can click on that, open it up, or you have the link right here as well. So that link is like name link, so it's condensed, and the same thing with my other bio. WPGW Solar I9 initial 5 question 48-hour urgent effective start. The UES. The time frames are 1 hour, 2 sessions, and it's completed. Okay. So step one, what's your purpose in life? And shout out to Miss Jewel Ellerby. I posted the WPGW Solar Eye and I initial questions. It was last week. And Miss Jewel responded and actually sent me her answers to these questions. Of course, we ain't had time to go over it yet because we went out on tour. So salute and hats off to Miss Jewel. Also, um, Miss Patty. Is it Browser? Bowser, Montez Bowser, Senior Vice President Ms. Karen can help me out there.
Bowser Montes.
Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, so that's Miss Patty Bowser Montez. Okay, thank you, Senior Vice President Ms. Karen. We did her started her WPGW Solar I not initial 5 questions. She's out in Orlando, Florida. All right, was formerly in Miami, born and raised up to 27 years young in Miami, Florida, and by way of Honduras. Okay, you're gonna be hearing and seeing great things from that young lady. So she has a story to tell. Wow, that's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm grateful and I'm humble, and I'm gonna just give you a little bit of it. Okay, and then think about this right here. She, her parents was in the United States. They came to do the American dream, and it was 6 years before they could bring Miss Patty over. So Miss Patty did not see her parents till she was 6 years young. That's why I'm saying I'm grateful, I'm humble. And some of you on the line may haven't seen your parents, even though you are in the United States. That's why I'm humble. I don't take it for granted that was raised up with both of my parents in the home. So step one, What's your purpose in life? Step 2, what hurts you? Man, how did that hurts me? Now, this is what you guys got to understand. We're going to have a whole lot of fun, make a whole lot of money, a whole lot of people. Because if you're doing this the correct way, if you're doing it the WPGW way, you will have a whole lot of fun, help a whole lot, and bless a whole lot of people, and make a whole lot of money, honey. And what you do with the money is vitally and very important. So, what hurts you? That's what we want to know. What hurts you? Okay. The reasons why you chose to be in the program. That's what's going to drive you. If your why is not strong enough to make you cry, it won't drive you to your destination. It won't drive you to fulfill your purpose, your aspiration, your goals, dreams, and visions. Okay? So what are your whys? Step 2. That's what we all know. Step 3, how much time are you willing to commit to attain the money, the bonuses, or accomplish your personal goals, dreams, aspirations in the implementation of your visions? Okay? How much time are you willing? You know, we work with a lot of serial entrepreneurs. I'm a serial entrepreneur, I have multiple businesses. A lot of our partners are serious entrepreneurs or professionals in their trades and rights. So you may have only 15 minutes a day. As I mentioned in Miss earlier, is that if it's 15 minutes, I'll show you how to be successful with 15 minutes a day, 7 days a week. Because it's the quality of what you do in those 15 minutes. It's making sense. Why? Because we have two systems and processes. That's who work for us. Step 4. What's your schedule of days and availability uh, times weekly that we can connect and or you will be working the program? Okay. And we're going to connect with you during those times, or either you're going to be disciplined enough to be handling your business during those times. Now, please inform me when you complete this step. We only have 24, 48 hours. And if you have any questions or concern, we'll address them before we move to the um, step 5. And of course, there's updates and progress with the WPGW Solar I and I Peak document short videos. I am updating that document. However, the recordings that's going over the peaks and various things like that right there, if you're listening to that prior to the updates, that's fine as well. Please click either link below, okay, for those peaks and short documents. You always have a choice of which link you want to click. And just remember, if you send it in an email, you can send it just like the first link. Copy and paste it. That link is hot and you're golden. If you send that in a text message, that link is not hot. The first link. Okay. Please read attentively. Following the completion of the WPGW Solar I and I Peak document, short videos and instructions, please read attentively. Now, if you're new to this industry, and I apologize you're unable to access this because the updates are in progress. If you're new to this industry, please proceed to the WPGW Solar NF, New Family I and I Resource Document. Okay? That's part 1. Now, part 2. Part 2, you want to download the apps below. That's GroupMe app. And on GroupMe, once you download that app, inform the individual that connected you to the program so I can add you to our WPGW Solar I and I GroupMe. Okay? You say, what is GroupMe? This is what it looks like. We have two group meetings. One is the WPGW Solar I and I, and the other is WPGW Solar I and I Celebrate. Okay. So here we go. You guys can see my screen loading there. There they are. The WPGW Solar I and I, and this is your go-to right here. This is your go-to. Some of you all may be familiar with WPGW, with GroupMe. So, and that's fine. If you're not, that's fine as well. And ensure that you click the like button. Okay, and to click those buttons, you go near the top of the post or right click on it, and then it'll give you the options to hit thumbs up, start button, and so on and so forth. But always do that to inform us that you did and you're connected. Not only that, it's just courteous for someone to take the time to post this. Thanks Senior Vice President Ms. Karen as well for assisting as I was doing some updates today on the WPGW Solar I and I initial 5 questions in 24, 48 hour urgent effective start. So you want to download GroupMe, you want to download GoToMeeting. GoToMeeting is the platform that we utilize, okay? Also download Google Docs because you're going to be accessing documents because remember I believe in systems and processes. If you're going to build wealth, you must have systems and processes. Google Slides, you want to download that. Google Drive as well. Now, 90-day game plan, action plan, right? 90-day game plan, action plan. 6 figures in 90 days. And you may say, hey, 5 figures is sufficient for you. That's fine as well. WPGW Solar I and I 90-day strategy take over the country in solar. We're more than conquerors. We're only working with 12 to 21 leaders. This is not the hype talking to 1,000 people program. We are serial entrepreneurs. That means we have multiple business and we're social entrepreneurs. That means we generate significant amounts of monies to help social cause, to bless and transform communities and lives. Now, for my fast track runners, 31,000 to 110,000 minimum per leader in 90 days. And that's what we're about to embark on. And you say, hey, look, I just want to make an extra couple $1,000s a month. That's fine. It's your choice. It's your business. Note, serial entrepreneurs. Some of the most successful serial entrepreneurs include Mr. Elon Musk, Mr. Richard Branson, Mr. Jeff Bezos, to just name a few. And you say, who are them? And most of you all know who they are. If you don't, it's some of the wealthiest billionaires, multi-billionaires. Okay? These entrepreneurs have each started multiple business ventures, and their ability to think outside the box and take calculated risks has enabled them to achieve tremendous success. Action 1, before December 31st, 2024, acquire a minimum of 12 to 21 bills with a choice from 28 states and submit 12 to 21 applications, okay, or enroll 12 to 21 independent solar representatives. That means put them in the system. Now, for my fast track runners for 1A before November the 30th, 2024, you want to acquire a minimum of 12 to 21 energy bills with a choice. Should be a choice. When's the best time to correct this? Now. Wealth principle. Urgency is a wealth principle. If you're taking, write down Urgency is a Wilt principle 3 times. Remember, I am a transformational coach. 3 transformational coaching applies still. Let's put them on pause here because we're serious about solar. All right. Now, so that's your fast track individual. Now, of course, once we complete these 28 states, we'll connect with the neighboring states of those 28 states. Number 2, in January of 2025, and this is the conservative individuals I'm addressing first, we'll assist those 12 to 21 leaders, independent solar representatives, duplicate what we did December of 2024. Now, for my fast track runners, when individuals say, I'm ready to get it done now, I need some things to happen now. I needed things happen the last quarter of this year before 2025, because guess what? October means what? 8? Is that correct? October is the 8th month. So guess what the new year is? October. It's new beginnings and transformations. That's another story. We're on a whole different calendar. And that calendar basically keeps you behind 3 months. As I was informed, Miss Jewel Elderby earlier today, I believe that was earlier today, is that I've told the WPGW leaders in the past, and of course, Senior Vice President is Karen, one of those leaders. We always start our new year. We always started our new year 3 years prior, start strategizing for the new year in October. So, to my fast track individuals, we're going to assist those 12 to 21 leaders, independent solar representatives, and duplicate what we did in December 2024. Okay. Now, here's some more details here. Action 2, submit your energy bill immediately and family members' bill. You say, well, hey, I'm not in the energy deregulated state. I'm not in those 28 states. Understand that we got 11 states that we have community solar. Okay. And on average, it saves like 10% on your bill. So for apartment dwellers, for renters, we take care of you. Okay. And the beautiful thing is, if you have a family or friend or associate that are in one of those states, or that know somebody that's one of those states, or have a home, okay, that this help gets you certified. You want to make and sort your 120 name list. WPGW list sorting is below. And of course, you want to connect with and or watch Kingdom Air Titanium. That's my YouTube video. I'm going to do a video in reference to how to connect with successful and influential people. And one of those deals is to connect with successful and influential people. You got to do your homework. You got to know what moves them. You got to understand what personality type they are. That makes sense? And of course, in the WPGW short videos and peak training, you will see the personality types. And then that's one of the ways in reference to connecting with individuals. So I'll guide you on how to connect them to me and the things you want to say and how you want to flow. That's the WPGW list sorting right there. Homeowners, immediate family, distant family, leaders, business, educators, teachers, entrepreneurs, real estate professionals, and the list goes on and on and on and on. This is how you want to sort it, though. So what you mean sort it? Now, this is the beautiful thing. You can write down those 120 names. Okay. Don't be concerned about if you got the numbers and so on and so forth. Write the names. Just go through the names first. Get the names, right? Of course, you want to share that list of those names with the individual that connected you to the program. Okay. And we're going to help you work that list. That makes sense. So you can sort as you go, or you can just write 120 names and then come back and sort. That's totally your choice. Do what works for you. Any questions? Action 4, invite guests to a WPGW virtual or in-person solar educational session. Do and or schedule your first one of 3 WPGW Solar I&I solar educational virtual grand openings in your first 24 48 hours, and your physical grand opening in your first 3 to 8 days to be profitable and achieve the optimal results for your solar brokers of 12 partners and 12 customers to position you a minimum of $1 million a year. I did a 5-minute comp plan breakdown document here. I got the document and the video. So you see the document right here at the top, and then you see the YouTube video underneath it. Open the document first, then go to the 5-minute YouTube video, because the 5-minute YouTube video that I did breakdown is actually going over the document. The beautiful thing is what statistics show that individuals that get audio and video, they retain anywhere from 85 to 97% more information. That's why I always give the videos for the visual, give the audios or pictures. Okay. Also 11-minute big business WPGW Solar I&I. So of course that's $350,000 a month that I break down in 11 minutes. I believe it was 4.2 million, if I'm not mistaken, a year, right? And of course, in that video, you're gonna see the 6 ways to get paid. Of course, there's 7 different ways to get paid because we added community solar. So our 7th way is community solar that we added a few months ago back in June. Okay, we got the revenue share, and the beautiful thing about our company, and I want everybody to understand that the CEOs of the Millionaires Club, who we're partnered with as well, Mr. Marshall Forson and Miss Ashley Coop out of Chicago, they went through about 20 solar companies. Yeah. They went through about 20 solar companies. The previous program that we did business together in, they had 130 some thousand partners. You with me? So they were flown in by presidents, CEOs of companies in reference to solar. So due diligence is being done. So you got the real deal, the real McCoy. And the beautiful thing too, they actually drove, invested their own money to move about the country to some of these companies and sit down with these CEOs and upper level management presidents of the company. Oh yeah. Not only that, Mr. Marshall Forson was about to start his own solar company. Mr. Marshall Forson was on the front line of hip hop clothing, the hip hop movement, all types of deals there. His own clothing line. He did like $1 million his senior year of college. Yeah, last year of college, like in 9 months. With Fubu, this was before you had Fubu, Carganai, and all these other name brands that you see in the retailers now. You see in the malls. They didn't have them back then, but he did. He opened up the first hip hop clothing store in Tennessee. He was there at Tennessee State University, which is one of our newest markets that we're opening up. And oh yeah, big things are happening in Nashville, in the surrounding cities in Tennessee. This is July 1st compensation plan for my money people. You say, hey, what about the money? Exactly. Money, honey. What you do with the money is vital and very important. And what does Kingdom Near Titanium you mean? You say, what is that about? Click that link. It'll tell you what I'm about. Very, very humble. And trust me, yeah, this is not the religious deal. So this is kingdom business. 2 different worlds. You watch the video, you'll understand. Number 1 motivation and inspirational speaker in the world Dr. Eric Thomas is partnering with us as well. There's a 4-minute video on him. Okay. And of course, the Millionaires Club, you're going to stay connected. You want to text the club, the 41372. Okay. So text the club, the 41372. Now, let's talk about some tax deductions. Oh, this is small. You gotta make this a little bigger. You said you sure do. I'm in tax trouble now. That's what you said. Well, we got a solution. Ask Ms. Jewel Ellerby. Ms. Jewel Ellerby, 8,000 last year. Okay. And this was done by professional tax firm out in Charlotte, North Carolina. Of course, I did her taxes this year. And I'm grateful and humble, give God the glory. And we got her back a few $1,000s almost there on federal, $2,900, almost $3,000. So you go from owing $7,000 on federal to getting $2,900. She's a happy camper. And yeah, I can assist and help you too. I have my tax service. All right. Now, also, what state she had owed about 1,000 when we got her back. I don't remember what the number was. I don't know if it was 500, 600, 800. I don't remember the number. She remembered the number. You remember the number, Miss Jewel?
It was a few $100s.
Okay, so it was a few $100s on state. Good deal. Okay.
And it was $8,000 federal.
All right. Oh, it was 8,000 federal that you owe?
Yes.
Oh, I been on the wrong thing. Guys, forgive me. I thought it was a combination of that. So it was 8,000 federal, and it was 1,000 about 1,000. It was 1,000 state or something like that, right? I don't remember.
Yes, it was over 1,000.
Okay. So actually, guys, I stand correct. It was 9,000 she owed. Thank you. But she's a happy camper now, and of course, I got to do her amendment, so we can rectify and correct some things here. Yeah. So they're gonna owe her some money. How about that? That's what we're doing over here. So the beautiful thing about a home-based business, it's coded by RS, HBB, and it gives us 470 plus tax deductions. This is why everybody in the United States of America want to have HBB, a home-based business. Period. Not just a traditional business are great. Why? Because small businesses fund the global economy. So we salute all small business owners, entrepreneurs on the line. But understand this right here: 470 plus tax doesn't by home-based business. That don't mean you're moving about the country and moving at the rate that we are, but you still can take advantage of those tax deductions. You say, well, what's the difference in these tax deductions as a small business owner and a home-based business? Here's a perfect example. Okay. Now, as a small business owner, let's say you own a restaurant. You own a restaurant. Okay. You own a restaurant, and you and your spouse, significant other say, hey, we want to go on a cruise. We want to hit the Bahamas, right? Now, you go on a cruise, business as usual. That's not a tax write-off. You're a traditional business owner. Now, watch this. You're a home-based business owner, have an HBB. On that cruise, you're talking business home about your home-based business. You're connecting with individuals. Then we don't go out to do the business. We just do the business while we're out. Okay. That's all it says. You ask people a couple questions. We got a document for that. But it's simple. But I've been writing off, oh my goodness, for years. Over 10 years. There's 10 years I've been in India. What was it? May 30, 2010. Yeah. We closed on, yeah, came in this, and this is 20, yeah, 14 years in the industry and writing off some stuff. You better believe I have. Yeah, and we get what, like 59 cents a mile. But check out the YouTube video of the 8-minute powerful short taxes there video in reference to home business. Also, I have my YouTube video there, getting it done in Tampa, Florida, and sharing powerful tax nuggets on the radio show. This is what I mentioned earlier. And they're going to link for that. And of course, they're going to Facebook, same link, okay? Well, not same link, but actually the same nuggets and everything that I was given. So you got a YouTube link to access, and you got Facebook. All right. Any questions? All right. So basically, this training was to prepare you for the WPGW Solar I&I 5 initial questions, 24, 48-hour urgent effective start. So this is what you would check out and review prior to us going over your questions and your answers. So we thank everybody for dialing in. As I say, as I travel around the country, sometimes internationally, I love each and every one of you guys, and it's absolutely nothing you can do about it. But most importantly, more important, love yourself more than anything else on this planet outside of God, and outside of God, love yourself more than anything else. Because truly to love others, you must love yourself first. This is Kingdom Net Titanium, Banasco Dre Waters, signing off from the WPGW Embassy here in Wilmington, North Kakalaki. Have an amazing evening and go out and transform somebody's life for the remainder of this decade. God bless.